Okay, it's been a long time. I'm going to do my best to make a longer video sharing with you how we plant snow peas. I've had these peas soaking overnight, so for about 24 hours. There's a cat on the roof of the greenhouse. Anyways, so you soak your peas. These are kind of a mix of the Oregon giant sugar snap snow peas and the purple ones. Anyways, first thing, I'm going to drain. You see what I'm doing, Lolly? Drain my peas. Any that are broken or just don't really look that great, we'll keep out. Water a plant with that. Hey, wanna come check out what I'm doing? Yeah. All right. So I'm dumping them on this pan. So drained. I'll pick out any yucky ones or broken ones. We've got a couple here. Most of them are pretty good. There's just a chance they'll have so I'll take out, see those ones that are split. We do not need to plant those. So just being older seed. Hi. They probably have a little bit lower germination rate, and we want to make sure that we don't miss our season. So another thing we're going to do to help the plants is use this inoculate. So I am going to, oh gosh, make sure my cat doesn't eat it. Hey, you can't have this. So this is from Johnny's. It's really cool. So for peas and lentils and different legumes. Honey, here we go. So bye-bye. Here we go. Go now. So we're going to do a thick coating of this and just roll it around. And then let it dry a bit. So Oklahoma, we have such a crazy quick spring. We realize that we just want, and we love peas, especially the Oregon variety of sugar snap snow peas. And I love having the different colors kind of mixed together, the green and the purple, because it's just really beautiful and dramatic. But in reality, so just a real good coating on all this. Open the door. Anyways, we know we've got a short season to work with, so we want to make sure we don't miss that. We make it as productive as possible. So I'm going to let these dry for a bit and then come back and plant them. Okay, so we have covered our peas, our sugar snap snow peas. This is an Oregon variety with our inoculant that is for all legumes. We love it because not only does it support root growth early on, but it also helps prevent oh my goodness, it helps prevent mildew and fungal diseases in the spring, which are really common here in northeastern Oklahoma. We have a short spring, so it goes from like winter cold to hot and humid really quick, and that can be super hard on plants that are in the in-between. So I am planting about 2 inches from the fence that we're using as our trellis, and about a ½ an inch apart. And the reason that I am planting them so densely is because this is seed from 2021 that we want to use. We don't want to waste it. We bought it. It's great seed from Johnny's. We just had more than we needed. So we're planting it densely because it is going to have a lower germination rate and we want to make sure to use what we have. So we have, yeah, about a ½ an inch deep, because we're going to cover this with a layer of compost as well, and we don't want them to get too buried. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. We are using this fence because it's here, it's ugly, it's nice to cover it, but it's also one of those permaculture principles about using marginal spaces. And the amount of food that we have gotten out of this fence line that would be just so easily ignored is ridiculous. Like, we had arugula here in the fall to the early winter, and then we also had, we had mustard greens and just so many things on this fence, and it was covered in loofah and sunflowers on the edges. And so we'll be stacking our plantings again. Once the peas are growing, then we'll plug in some kale in the front. When the peas are done, we'll take that out, and then we'll do loofah. We have such a short springtime. There is a pretty good chance that we won't get a lot of pods. It just kind of depends. But I mean, whatever we get is something more than we would have had if we did nothing, you know. But what we really love them for is for the fresh sprigs on the end. So those, like with the flowers, or, you know, so just utilizing those are kind of super sweet, especially in the spring when we've gone through the winter and feel like we're just missing that freshness and greens. But so yeah, so here is to using old seed wisely and marginal spaces to make the most of where you're at. Thanks for gardening with me. I'll talk to you later.